There's me, there's us. There's them. We live in Dorset. So that's me, that's her, that's them. And together we are the Bear Fam. Well, good day, Bear Fam. Today is Thursday, the 26th of March in the year 2020. I'm out for my daily exercise. I'm going up the hill, hopefully I won't see anybody. The blossom, the Maytree Blossom Avenue, if you've been with me a long time, it's just starting to come out. Beautiful. Let me show you. There's a butterfly there. Can you see the flutterby? Sorry, I'm walking and talking, so not the best filming in the world. He's trying to outrun me, that butterfly. Oh, there he is. There he is. See him? It's another red admiral. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, hello Mr. Magpie, how are you today? This bit is well ahead of all the rest. Not sure why. But this bit has been in blossom for a few days now. Look at it. Like a snowstorm. So beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, I know. You're following me now. Have you gone now? Oh, they're going to keep buzzing me, are you? Butterflies now follow me around. Oh, so how are you all coping with the lockdown? When I last spoke to you, I was in a bit of a tiz. I've sort of talked myself down a bit now. I think you just got to take one day at a time. Oh no, more people. What the hell? I tell you what, there's more people out now than there ever were before. Oh, I'm not high enough for the other path. Come on boys, we'll have to go the other way. I'm doing my utmost to avoid people. But I really don't want this bloody virus any more than anybody else wants it, to be honest. And I don't trust people to have been doing what they said they should have been doing. Sorry, lead wrapped around me. Oh, I'm wishing I hadn't worn my flipping, can't think of the word, fleece under my, dear. Bit of an upset tummy today, not that you really want to know that, but it sapped whatever energy I had, really. It's really late in the day for me to be walking dogs, to be fair. But just get on with it. Story of my life, innit? Right, I'll see you at the top. Bit hazy. Mostly okay though. So, reached the summit. Should have had a drink before I came out. I've run out of those vitamin drink drop things that I have, the Barocca, and I really noticed the difference. I normally have one before I come out to give me energy, and I'm missing them. I have to try and get some of them somehow. Amazon maybe. I'll tell you what has happened is I've started tidying my garden up. My garden the beginning of the week was a dumping zone for cardboard boxes, a mattress, whatever things cartons had come during the winter and the grass had been muddy and the weather had been disgusting. I just lobbed it out the door. So I've tidied it all up. It's in one neat pile now. I don't really want to call a waste carrier. I don't feel it's a necessity to move it. It'll just have to stay there until this is over, however long this takes to be over. In the past I talked about Ellie doing an online schooling, or at least doing the trial for it. So that's one thing that's happened. I've signed her up for a half-term trial of online schooling with Interhigh. They dial in for their lessons. So that's a half-term from Easter to, the summer, half of the summer term anyway. You can do a second half-term trial before you sign up permanently. So if this continues, which I feel it may continue until at least September, I may have to sign her up again. So the one thing I'm noticing is there's lots more people on the hill than normal, because obviously people that would normally go to work or be busy are allowed their exercise each day, so they're coming up here. I'm just selfish, I'd like it all to myself. Do you know, Ellie has been amazing since all this started. She's done control my lips. A minimum of 3 hours a day she's been, and she finds that she's most alert and most interested, at bedtime. I go to bed at about 9 o'clock, but she finds it really difficult to go to sleep that early. So she came in the other day and whinging. So I gave her a book to read, which is a novelty in itself. So she read some of that. But also, she'd been working. The school have set projects and various bits and bobs, and they have online sort of connection with some of their teachers. It's a bit of shade, minute. Wow. And she's been, she drew herself a timetable up, despite the fact the head dude did one, and I don't know why the head would think anybody would want to do what she tells them to do when they're not in school, because she's not particularly well respected, sadly. But Ellie drew her own up, and she has been busy as a bee. I can't fault her. I've been in the garden, planting plants, digging holes, getting rid of the rubbish, weeding. More people. Dad, would you like a biscuit? Excuse me. The thing I don't understand is that these people, they're people I don't ever see up here. So they've got dogs. What happens to their dogs normally? I suppose they could walk them really early and really late, but you'd still think at some point I would coincide, even if it's a once. Got a bug in my head. They're walking straight towards you as well. They're not deviating, as they don't seem bothered, as if being in the fresh air is somehow an antidote. People, you've got to keep 2 meters apart. You've got to be very aware. If you go out, when you come in, strip your clothes off, because it lives on clothes. Wash your hands, have a shower if you can. Disinfect, disinfect, disinfect. More fecking people. I said fecking before you start giving me a telling off. Oh, I just want them all to go home. That looks like kids. Why are kids up here playing? Some people really are not taking it seriously, and it'd be those people that have never had to think about anybody other than themselves. So what I mean by that is if you've been in an industry where you have to think logistically about, have I got enough of this for that, and will I cope with that, and if you've done that, you can see where this is all going pear-shaped, or can go pear-shaped. But the people that have never worked, never had to do anything that involves taking the responsibility for other people, they just don't seem to give a toss or even understand. People, if you don't stay home, there's going to be so many people infected that there won't be a bed for you come the day you need it. There won't be a bed for your granny or your mum or your dad. You've got to stay home and do what I'm doing. I'm zigzagging like an idiot just to avoid everybody. I'm crossing the hill for the second time now. Just to avoid people. I don't want to go near people. I don't trust people. I know just how selfish people are. Another dog and a person I've never seen before. Magic. I know you probably can't see it too well with this camera, look. It's a Chinook and 3 helicopters. You don't see that very often, do you? Oh, not more people. Why don't they all just rack off? Come on, let's go across again. 3rd time across the bloody hill. Moo! Where are you? Where are you? What is that all about? Weird. What are they doing? They're out over the coastline now, if you look. Quite know where they're going. That's a really weird one. It's like they're trying to stay the same distance apart from each other. You probably can't see them, can you now? It's that's a weird one. I've not ever seen a Chinook accompanied by 3 other helicopters. Although there has been a lot of Chinook movement, which I don't ever see around here either. So there is a military base, normally only a tiny dormant little thing in Weymouth, over at Wyke. I can only imagine that that's being beefed up. I really think the government are working towards blinking martial law at some point. If people don't behave, I think we're all going to be, oh Christ's sake, annoying people. We're all going to, sorry I'm being so rude, but there's so many people acting so irresponsibly. I reckon we're all going to be in like armed guard lockdown come. I just really don't think people understand. And if they don't understand, then those 3 walking there can't possibly be from one household. They're friends, I know they are. Right, I'll speak to you in a minute. Once I stop getting anxious about seeing people and putting the dog on and off the lead, although there's somebody else coming, I don't think I'm going to have the place to myself today for any amount of time. The air is beautiful, clean and fresh, perfect spring air. And there comes somebody else. Oh, it's just non-stop. Piccadilly station here today. I'm sorry, Jack. Oh, I know I've just let you off, mate, but there's more people coming. We'll have to come up here in the early morning or something, won't we, mate? I suppose there's always the blinking summer dog walkers that come out of the woodwork when the sun comes out. They don't seem to walk their dogs in the winter. The birds are singing. If I try and concentrate on that, it's beautiful. And you've got to really, haven't you? You really have got to focus on what's important. Still beautiful up here. Still really beautiful up here. But for those of you that are struggling, I can understand it. I've had my wibbles and wobbles. I think the answer really, folks, is just take one day at a time. Just give yourself something to do each day. I've been giving myself like, oh, I need to do this, this and this. Just to give yourself some structure. And when I'm doing that, this, that and whatever I've planned, that's when Baby Bear goes and works. So we're both doing something constructive, because I feel guilty sitting on the sofa slobbing while she's working. Silly as that may be. And we have been going for walks together, to be honest. We've had lots of walks together. She's been up in the wood with me and we've had picnics up there. But she wanted to go for a walk around the block on her own today, which is fine. You know, we're cooped up together 24/7 now, aren't we? So she wanted to go and listen to some music around the block, so. And I hate her listening to, well, I don't like her music. So, oh, and more. Just like a non-stop flipping stream of people and their dogs. I'm so grumpy. I am the Victor Meldrew of the hill. I am the grumpiest grump that there ever was. I don't like people at the best of times. Do I? But right now, I just really don't want to see anybody. Oh dear. Ah, my arm's aching a minute, people. Maybe the other thing I've noticed, Bear Fan, is that despite the fact we've all got to keep a distance, fair enough, and I'm the worst culprit for everybody said I had to keep away from them. But when you do pass people, normally people would say, or morning, or beautiful day, or just look at you and go, or even just anything to acknowledge you. I find people just literally sticking their heads down and ignoring you. It's like as if acknowledging somebody that's 10 metres away is going to give you the coronavirus. I thought everybody's community spirit was meant to be improving. I didn't see any sign of it, to be honest. I would like to say, I don't think I've ever said it, I did extend an olive branch to my dad. I tried to anyway. I sent, well, a long time ago I sent him a Facebook message, but he never seemed to pick it up. So then I sent him a text message saying, look, we've both done things we regret. We've both said things we shouldn't have said. Can we at least, the world's going mad. Would this not be a good time just to put it behind us and move on? Clearly not acceptable. So, I've no idea how he's doing amongst all this nonsense. No idea how my mother's doing amongst all this nonsense. Let's face it, I haven't spoken to my mother last time I spoke to my mother was before Baby Bear was born, so I've no idea. I don't even know where she lives, so that's another one I don't know. It's like next of kin these days is a bit tricky because I don't have any. I don't have anybody to put down as next to kin. Ellie's too young. So I end up leaving it blank, which people just look at me like, you haven't filled in your next of kin. No, that's because I don't have any.
I am an orphan. I am not wanted. Oh dear. Right, crossing the hill for that. I don't know how many it's time. There's people coming. So many people. Right, I'll catch you on the other side, people.